Hello, fight fans. Breaking news. This actually came from a commenter in my YouTube section on a video. I haven't seen it yet. UFC 236 we were talking about earlier in the day did not have a main event. Well, now it does. Apparently, Isreal Adesanya will face Kelvin Gastelum at UFC 236 for the interim Middleweight Championship. This is quite a surprise to me. It makes me think that possibly Kelvin's injury is worse than at first expected and worse than what we're hearing out of the Kelvin Gastelum camp. Thanks to MMA Fighting. Let's go over there and check this out, their article out right now. I will leave the link to it down below, as well as links to the sponsors of Fights with Friends. To keep this channel going, you can always donate at paypal.me/fightswithfriends. Also, I have discounts and trials for you with current sponsors on it, TurboTax, and Hulu. Take your Alpha Brain to make sure you don't forget to do your taxes. And while you're doing your taxes, go watch Ong Bak. It's a great martial arts movie. And also good Stephen King series over there called Castle Rock. But enough of that. Let's get into the actual news here. Isreal Adesanya versus Kelvin Gastelum targeted for interim title fight at UFC 236. This is breaking just within the hour. They say an interim middleweight title fight is in the works for UFC 236. Isreal Adesanya and Kelvin Gastelum will square off at UFC 236 on April 13th at a venue to be determined. MMA Fighting confirmed an initial report Tuesday by ESPN. UFC has decided on creating an interim championship while champion Robert Whittaker recovers from his recent surgery for a hernia and collapsed bowel. Whittaker underwent surgery just hours before he was scheduled to defend his title against Gastelum in the main event of UFC 234 in Melbourne, Australia. If you're a follower of this show, you already know that. But how long is Robert Whittaker going to be out for? So the last update they have, and this is the last update I had seen, is last week Whittaker's agent indicated his client is on a timetable in which he hopes to return to the cage sometime over the summer. So he was just supposed to fight around a week ago, February, March, April, May, June, July, that summer. So you're looking at four to 5 months, and he'll be ready to go in there. And they're already practically stripping him, making one of these interim title bouts. You know how I feel about interim belts. But I do want to know, what do you guys think about the matchup? And what do you think about, is Kelvin Gastelum getting the short end of the stick now? He was supposed to be fighting. I'm assuming he agreed to this. He's got a big ego. He's a fighter. But what a big risk he takes in this. Not different than what Frankie Edgar did, pushing his title fight aside when Max Holloway was unable to fight. And he ends up losing to Brian Ortega T-City, doesn't get his title shot. Now the same thing could easily happen to Kelvin Gastelum. The UFC definitely really wants to, it seems, market their new star in Isreal Adesanya, who's coming off of an exciting fight in victory against a 43-year-old Anderson Silva. So I'm kind of thinking Kelvin Gastelum's getting ripped off here. I think it's way too early, if you want my opinion, to be thinking about an interim champion here. But Robert Whittaker has had his injuries in the past. So possibly some of you have a different opinion than me. Let me know down in the comments what you think about this. Please give me a like and subscribe if you are new here. Please, I'm really working on this channel hard to have as much time as possible, but not to make anybody feel guilty. I did give up a lot of overtime on the table the last couple weeks to keep this moving. So if you do have the means and want to help support this channel, if you could hit me up at paypal.me/fightswithfriends, or use one of the affiliate links down below, either for Onnit, Hulu, or TurboTax. They're all great sponsors. The Hulu thing, that's free. The other two are discounts. But let me know what you think down there. Like I said, as always, I love you, I respect you, and I'll see your fine asses later.